Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Peter G Show.
All right. Sunday evening. Hello, everybody. I got to tell you, I'm gonna get to some things first, but real quick, I always complain about how Sundays are. Hang on one second, and I'm about to tag you. Sundays are hard for me. God, sometimes I wish we picked a different time and day. Maybe one day we will switch. Today of all days, Father's Day, I was having a fabulous, wonderful time with my daughter, and we'll talk about that later. And then I have to cut it because Daddy's got to go do his little show. She's all good with that. But anyway, all right, how's everybody doing? Give everybody a few minutes. Again, here's what I'm going to start on because, it takes a while. The watch parties. I'm about to start doing that myself because I know and you know that these things are for real. And here's all I want you to do is start that watch party stuff. Share. I want you to hit the share button. Everybody just go to your share button, if you give a shit, that is, and just tell people you're watching, because this is the thing. The screen might say, like right now I'm looking at one of the screens, it says one person's watching. Not true, because I have 6 other screens, 6 other pages that they go to, and then people start hitting the watch party, and all of a sudden people get reminded. It's like, oh yeah, what's his face is on. Hi, I'm what's his face. And then we get going, and we talk about stuff, and it's growing. I know it's growing because I'm getting all kinds of feedback, and not feedback like acoustic feedback. But hang on one second. Let me do this. So I want you to go to your page. And I want you to hit the share button. Please, if you give any part of a crap about thank you, I see all the little bubbly things. We're talking about getting big screens for me so I can actually read what's going on. I need a bunch of them, though. Right now, everything's like miniature. It's the way it goes. Thankful to be here. But hang on one second. I'm going to do a watch party. And how do you do that? Share now. So everything is, I want to watch live. Oh, I didn't put it on that app. Okay, there we go. So if you hit the share button, you're going to get, it's going to go out to all your people, and that's why I can't keep track of what's going on. You hit the share button, it says, hey, start a watch party. Then all of a sudden it says, hey, so-and-so is watching What's-His-Face live. And Life of Peter G Live, and it goes out to your people, and then your people get a little hint, and sometimes some of your people may want to watch this stuff, and they may do the same thing. So it's like a big giant spider web, and what's crazy about it is I've been getting some bigger people going, you're doing this in a really screwed up kind of way, and I said, yeah, I know. It's kind of cool, huh? Because they can't keep track, but they know I'm doing something, so I'm going to keep doing something until they decide to do something better. But that's it. So I'm hitting the share button. Share now. I don't know how that works. And I got one more to go because I got a couple. And then we're going to get to business, okay? But I just always give people a little bit of time to work things out and get ready, get an adult beverage, sit back. Just take it easy. And we're going to talk about a few things, as always. But where are you, Peter? Okay, there you go. And, that's not the right one. So anyway, okay, Father's Day. Today's Father's Day. But I'll tell you, I would not be sitting here on this show today, Father's Day, if it wasn't for, get ready for it, Bolt Energy, my beloved Bolt Energy. Bolt Energy, I'll tell you what, this is a very historic moment for me with him because he's a father too, and he was going through a lot of stuff, and we talked about a lot of stuff, and we compared stories, and I said, I feel you. And then we talked about where we're going to go in the future so we can be better fathers, and as if, not better fathers, but, we're good fathers, but stronger, more financially stable, because divorce and single parenting that I talk about very close to my heart, it breaks you, it knocks you down, and it sucks out a lot of your money. And then sometimes, like myself, you have to start over, and it's a bitch. But lo and behold, I found this path, and so did he. He already has a business, but he says, I've been really serious. I've been wanting to start this energy drink I'm a workout fanatic. He's a workout fanatic, not me. I need to be. But and he says, I want to make something cleaner, better, and that tastes good. Something that doesn't, because everybody says, energy drinks are bad for you. Let me tell you, I don't think there's much of anything. Even water. Oh, that water's not healthy water and this and that. It's not clean and whatever. Everything in moderation. But I like this because it helps me on days just when I got to get going. And so I like it. And most of all, let me tell you why. Hang on. Oh, boy. There we go. Let me tell you why I like this. Because it tastes good. Real simple. Doesn't taste like shit. I hate that. Doesn't come in a big giant can. It's kind of like the size of one of the bigger companies because they're able to put it to where you're not drinking a gallon of it. And it's just enough. And I appreciate them because they appreciate me. So ask for Bolt Energy in stores. They're new, they're growing, but I'm telling you, they're spreading. And I'm very proud of them. And happy Father's Day, Bolt Energy. We share the same stories. In fact, his daughter and my daughter share the same birthdays, although they're different age. But we had a lot of things. And, you strike a nerve when you start talking about that stuff. Everybody's got the same story. It just, varies in different departments. But the pain is the same. And you just push through it, and you be the best you can be. And that's all you can do, okay? And so here we go. All right, next. We'll talk about Bolt Energy in a little bit again, because, again, I'm thankful for them. Father's Day. Father's Day is very dear to me in many ways. It always has been. I think every day should be Father's Day and Mother's Day. It's been told to me many times through being a father that fathers, go through hell and they get the short end of the stick. A lot of times in courts and custodies and, police battles, and unfortunately, women always prevail, and in a lot of ways, they're right. In a lot of ways, I don't believe it. I do think that there are a lot of guys that get the shitty end of the stick. There's no doubt about it, and even to this day. But I think there's a lot more guys that are doing much better. I think there's a lot more step up to the plate dads nowadays. I really do. But either way, the bottom line is that I was speaking to somebody about Father's Day, and I said, you're I don't know what to tell you. It's like you are what you are, and you do what you do, and you do the best you can. But here's the thing: typical example, Father's Day today. I love my daughter more than anything. If anybody knows me, and a lot of you do, she is just special to me. I mean, not that she's amazing or anything, but it's my daughter. And so far, it's been a great ride. She's 13, and although she doesn't want me talking about her very much, I do talk about her because she's important to me, and I'm happy with her for the most part. And so Father's Day, we went out today, so we got an early start because Daddy's got to get home but Daddy's got to get out to do his show. And so she comes out, and I pick her up because I didn't have her. She was at her mother's house, and she comes out, and it's like, "Hey, Dad, happy Father's Day." It's like, okay. On Mother's Day, mothers get some flowers, and mothers get chocolate or breakfast in bed and this and that. I ended up having to take her out. I didn't tell her because she's been bugging me for weeks now, and I tried to keep it a surprise. But on Father's Day, I ended up going out. She needed new boots because she's into horses pretty heavily, and her boots they were getting tired, and we procrastinated. And now she's got something coming up, and she needs boots. So I ended up taking her today and getting her boots, and she needed another pair of these horse riding pants. It was an expensive day, let's put it that way. And it's not about the money, but I mean, it's Father's Day, and we're going out and we're doing, stuff for her. But it made me happy. It made me happy because I knew how much it meant to her. You know what? And she's a good kid. She doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. I ask her to do something, she does. I mean, I kid with her about how much attention she pays to me and all that, but that's just being a kid. I mean, believe me, I know when she tells me she loves me, she means it, but she's just a child. It is you can't expect much. But so then she just, when she got those boots, I swear to God, I bet she's going to be sleeping in them tonight because they're just new, and she needs to break them in now. But then we went and we drove about 40 miles. I went out to what's called Ventura County, and we went out to a harbor, the beach, to go hang out, have some lunch, and hang out. And we brought one of her dogs, and he's a big dog. He's 9 months old, and he's a chocolate lab, and he's a big dog for 9 months old. But so there. So she trashed up my car too. That dog is shedding, and and it's no big deal. It's like, oh, he's a good boy. But we had a good day. I didn't want it to end. I really didn't, because I love hanging out with her. I love traveling with her. I love, my time just knowing she's in the room. It means a lot, and I know it means a lot to your kids too, and you people. But Father's Day, I mean, every day to me that I'm with her, we make a special deal out of it because it's Father's Day. But I mean, every day should be a pretty decent day, and I'm very, very thankful for that aspect of it. On the other hand, me being a son, it was Father's Day for my father, who passed away a few months ago. And, it's a tough one. I mean, what are you going to do? You learn to live with it. I mean, this is where I get lost for words a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of people out there honoring their father, their mother, and they're not here anymore. I mean, you miss them. Of course you miss them. Even though I argued with mine a lot, it was still an argument with love, if that makes any sense. I mean, he was he's something else, but he was my father. And, we talked about him and my mother, who's passed away, in the trip, because it was a pretty good ride. 40 miles, 20 miles here in L.A. or outside of L.A. Traffic, it was a beautiful day out, so traffic sucked on a Sunday. So you're in I'm going 20 miles an hour on the freeway, which is wonderful. But we talked about a lot of these things, because I don't remember what she remembers as a child. We went someplace today that she hasn't been to in a long time with me, and we used to go there as she was a child. We used to go there as a family. It's a harbor with a lot of restaurants, and the beach is across the street. On the other side, the ocean, Pacific Ocean, and so we did that. And and I talked about things, and she had forgotten how much she liked going there. I mean, it was not that you want to be there every day, but she forgot how nice it was to be out that way. So we had a good day. And I didn't want it to end, but I ended up having to end it. And I dropped her off, and she was okay with that, because she's ready to go play with her new boots. I swear. She had to give her dog a bath after he tracked half of the Pacific coast of sand in my car. That tomorrow I know exactly what I got to do. So we had fun. I want to honor all the mothers who are fathers on Father's Day. There's tons of them. Sometimes the dad's not around, deceased, you're widowed, whatever. There's a lot of women in this world that have to put up and be there through Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas. They do it all. And again, if you know anything about me and the advocate I am for the Peter G. Show, Greatest Divorce and Single Parenting, this is not that show. This is Life with Peter G. We can bitch about anything. Today, being Father's Day, I'm kind of narrowing it down. But, there's a lot of women out there that do have to step up to the plate and be everybody. Mom, dad, you name it. The fixer, whatever it takes. Although there's a lot of dads like that too. Believe me, there's tons of women who have stepped out and said, you know what, I'm out. Here's the kids. There's tons of them. You just got to open your eyes. And sometimes, again, widowed fathers. It happens, and you got to put up and you got to do your best, and it's tough. It's really hard, and sometimes you want to rip your hair out, and you can cry, because it's like, how am I going to do this? How do I work a job? How do I get the kids to school? How do I do all this? I can't even afford it when you're a one-sided parent. But somehow, through the grace of God and family, friends, hopefully, you manage. And if you don't, you call my show to talk about it. But today, we're talking about Father's Day. I want to hear anything you want to talk about. And if you don't want to talk about it, I'll just keep talking. I got chill music, and we'll just sit here and listen to chill music on Father's Day. But 818-259-7983 is the number. You can call that number, and you can talk to me and say, hey, Peter, and talk to me about anything you want to talk about, almost. Don't come to me about politics. I can give a shit about politics. There's tons of people talking about that. And I really don't want to talk about religion either. Not that I think anybody would care at this time of night. Speaking of this time of night, I get a lot of people telling me, hey, Peter, I love you, but, it's late on the East Coast, 11:30 on the East Coast, 10:30 Central Time. It's 8:30. This is what makes it tougher for me. It's only 8:30 over here, and it's daylight now. It's summertime. So we were just still having fun at 5 o'clock, and, it was like an hour drive, and I had to drop her off and then go running, change, and here I am. And here we are. So they said, I love your show. I mean, I dig what you're doing, and I want to spread the word by hitting the share button and the watch party and all that, but I got to go to work in the morning, and it's kind of tough, and I get it. The beauty of this show is that you can watch it later. It regurgitates on Facebook. The boys usually upload this the day after, right? About a day after they upload it to YouTube. There's a ton of stuff on YouTube. All these shows, which I see people are not really watching these shows on YouTube, but they're up there for storage. But there is dozens of other things up there from the Peter G. Show, Greatest Divorce and Single Parenting Guide. There's tips, things about me telling you situations. There's interviews with people about these situations and dealing with stress, with doctors and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to be doing more of that down the road, but I've had to take a break. There's just too much going on. But one way or another, we're kind of there, and we're touching all this stuff, and we're doing it. And I'm very proud of it. I'm not slowing down. We are. Again, they some of these people just look at me and they go, I don't understand how you're doing it this way. And I said, but that's okay. So long as you're paying attention, obviously, you wouldn't be telling me how you don't understand it. I said, I'm going for greatness. One way or another, people are watching. But again, I realize how hard it is. So here's what we decided we're going to be doing during the week, twice a week. I think we said twice. I don't know what days, Wednesday and Friday, something like that, right? I think Wednesdays and Fridays is what we decided on. We are going to watch party, rebroadcast the Peter G, A Life of Peter G show from the past Sunday every week to give people a chance who aren't up at this time. And if you want to watch it, you can. I mean, I know you can always go looking for it, but a lot of people forget and they don't go looking for it. And I found if we put it out there, they will watch. It's interesting, Sometimes it's. My mother used to yell at me a lot of times, the garbage, if I don't take it out, nobody's going to take the garbage out. This was when I was a kid. Now I'm bitching about that stuff now. But, she would say that, and she was right. I mean, it's like this stuff is right in front of your face, and you're still just stepping over it. So I'm kind of right in front of your face, and you're stepping over me. It's the same thing. But I will put it out there, and sometimes it's just easier when it's served right in front of you, and that's it. 818-259-7983. This is going to be an interesting night because I don't know who's going to call or anybody gives a shit. I don't want to talk about we'll talk about whatever. But it is Father's Day, and I want to know who steps up to the plate or anything you want to talk about Father's Day oriented. I mean, I can stray off this subject, but seeing how it's Father's Day just once a year, I don't think it would hurt. And otherwise, we'll play chill music, and we'll just sit here, and I can go on and on, again, because it is Father's Day. I am proud to be a father. I worked hard for it. I paid my dues for it. Unnecessary dues, but I did have to struggle to remain. I mean, you're always somebody's, I would have always been her father, but I went through a custody battle that just was ridiculous. It was a waste of time, and all we did was feed lawyers money. That's talked about in past shows, but I always have to bring little things up like that because I lead by example. I don't think I would have been doing this had I not gone through this. I mean, just plain and simple. Plain and simple. Why would I have cared about it? But when it hits you and hits close to home, you tend to understand it. The reason I decided to do this stuff is because I realized that a whole bunch of people got hit by this stuff, and they tend to understand it. And it brings up all these emotions, and some people, get over it and move on. But you know what? There's always somebody else. There's 3 more coming through the gate for everyone that heals, and that's a fact. Excuse me when I take a sip. If somebody would call, I'd be able to take a sip and not have to talk so much. But I'll just wait it out. I'm used to it, and I've been working out, so I'm good. I got a prime example with somebody who I've known since he was a young guy. And now he's probably in his 40s. And I don't know what the... Please stand by. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, Life of Peter G. Who's this?
This is the messenger.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes. Happy Father's Day.
You don't sound like Happy Father's Day. What's going on? Come on.
I'll say Happy Father's Day to all the deadbeat dads out there on the East Coast.
There's probably a good handful, but there's deadbeat moms too, and there's deadbeat, and there's great dads, and there's great moms, right?
Yeah, hell's full of them.
Oh boy, Are we having a rough day today?
Not at all, sir.
Okay, good. I had a great day today. I did. Every day's not so wonderful, but I didn't want it to stop. If that makes any sense.
I get it.
Yeah. I don't get those days a lot because I'm busy. Unfortunately, I have to work and life just keeps me really. I don't get to do as much, but I could. Do whatever the hell she wants to do and just be completely happy with it because she's happy, and maybe that'll change in the future, but it was a good day. And I mean, I just really harped on the Father's Day thing, even though it was more her day than my day.
You were hanging out with your mom?
No, my mom passed away, dude. Yeah, my daughter.
Oh, okay.
My mother died at 93, almost 3 years ago. October.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
93.
I know.
Holy wow.
You would think, but you know what? She could have been 150 and it would have been long enough for me. It's just kind of, I'm very blessed. I mean, my father was 92 when he passed away a few months ago. So yeah, that's pretty good compared to some people, right?
Must be those Greek genes.
Must be. I can only hope that I'm going to be the same because I'm an old dad. I mean, considering, my daughter's 13. I'm 57. Had her at 44. That's not the norm.
I get to 90 years old and I'm going to be praying for death.
Oh, come on.
It's going to be a backyard brain fountain for sure.
Oh my God, you're having a bad day. I can. You are really. Yeah. But this is.
I just wanted to call up and just wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day, and I like to give shotguns to all the fathers out there who are still married. When you positively have to have a divorce in 2 seconds at 1,200 feet per second.
Wow. You're too good. You're too good. You're just too good. What is going on with you?
Not much.
It must have been a cynical weekend.
No, not at all. No, I'm reminded like when my dad passed on shortly before 9/11, and my Father's days were spent, hanging out with my mom, and I'd ask her, like, did my dad ever try anal on her? Anything like that,
Oh, yeah, that's real good.
Oh, yeah. See, and unfortunately, I mean, well, fortunately for you, you get to hang out with your daughter, which is great,
Well, so far, she's 13. I'm waiting for when she's too busy for me.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry. You get to, scar her down the road here when she's, when you want to hang out and she's with her friends. And
I don't know. I'm cutting her some slack because I drop her off to school and I always like start rolling down the window when I'm like getting ready to drive by, and she's just, you can see her cringing up, but I won't do that to her because she doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? I don't want to mess with her because I mess with her enough. But, those are, you told me weeks ago, how crucial school was and high school and all that. And so I cut her some slack right now, at least.
Oh, yeah. You would just want to make sure that, and this is for all the fathers out there, you just want to make sure that the boys keep it in their pants and the girls keep those legs closed, because we don't want any grandchildren.
We do the best
ahead of time.
Well, you do the best you can, and that's, I mean, some look, it happens, but I feel I still got a ways to go, and hopefully, and I do talk to her a lot, and I hope that I know we're being straight with each other for right now, but again, I still feel I think I still have a safety zone of a few more years before I start worrying about boyfriends. She's pretty heavily involved with her horses and all that stuff. So I'm very thankful at that. It keeps her busy so far.
Well, if you ever want to check, just keep an eye on the hair color, and then just ask her.
Yeah.
Don't be shy from it. I mean, talk to her about sex.
We talk about a lot of things. I just don't feel I had to yet, but we talk about a lot of things. I'm pretty fortunate. Like I said, that's why I know, and that's why I'm not bragging or anything like that, but I know I've gotten a bit more fortunate than some people when it comes to that stuff. Just her being her. She's really been cake, and I'm very blessed with that. But, it is what it is. I'll take it one day at a time.
Yeah, I saw a picture you posted of her, and yeah, she's a very beautiful girl.
She hates me posting pictures too, and I just have to slide one, out there once in a while because I'm very proud of her. I mean, it is what it is, But she just today we took a picture, and it was me, her, and one of her dogs, and she's like, "You're not going to post this, are you?" And I said, "Just relax, just relax." She doesn't want to be a part of this stuff, and that's fine with me, because again, it's just over her head. It's not really for a child. This isn't a child's show. And she's just not into the limelight or things like that either. And it's not really about being the limelight, but she just wants to remain anonymous. And if she changes her mind, she changes her mind. But right now...
And she's got a very good point. That's like we talked about that last week.
Yes, we did. And I don't push it.
All these celebrities who ruin their kids' lives, they rob them of their childhood.
Yep.
Because, your daughter is no different than any other daughter out there. They're going through changes in their body. They're feeling freaky, awkward. I mean, if you and your audience have not seen the movie 8th Grade yet,
nope,
highly recommend it. It will give you such a glimpse behind the curtain of what's going on inside that head of theirs. It's a little slow roll, but it's totally worth the watch.
Well,
glad I watched it, because trying to understand women on any level is complicated enough.
Yeah, I think it is. Hey,
but I will share a piece of advice with you and everyone listening.
Okay.
No matter what age a woman is, they never stop being that insecure little girl.
Mm-hmm. For most. So,
and just like us guys.
Yeah.
There's always that little boy in us.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. That is true. I mean, I married an insecure woman, and unfortunately, but I always saw the good in her, but there was the what ifs killed us, and that is it's a bitch at times. I mean, sometimes I wish I had and I did call it early on, but I married her anyway, so I got no way to blame but me. On the other hand, I can say, well, look what I've got out of the whole deal, but man, look what I went through out of the whole ordeal.
Well, that's the blessings of it, but was it a shotgun wedding?
No, absolutely not. I married her, and we had our daughter a year later.
All right, so you just needed the shotgun.
I did. I needed to follow my own advice. Hey, I got somebody else calling me here, and they don't usually call, and this is Pepsi, and I want to catch him. Why don't you let me get him real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, brother. I'm going to talk to you in a little bit. Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Life of Peter G. Who's this?
Peter, you don't know.
Pepsi. Are you?
No, you don't
God.
know.
Okay, ladies.
All you do is you got to worry about is playing your little drums.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the infamous... Oh, boy.
You're married with kids. You don't know.
It's been a rough weekend.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much. Pepsi, the infamous Pepsi. Those of you who've seen Pepsi on my show from time to time.
No.
Yeah, oh yeah. Having a long weekend, are you?
Die.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. What brings you? Well, first of all, I'm glad it's late over there for you in the Central Time, and you're still up. I appreciate that.
Well, I don't know what time zone I'm in. Actually, I'm on an astral plane. I'm in a different space time than you are.
That is probably true.
Anyway, it's all good. So how are you doing, sir? I ran across that Bolt Energy stuff, and man, let me tell you what a bolt that was.
Really? That's good. Look at this. I'm reading. I got one little person. What the hell am I watching? That's a good question. What the hell are you watching? Valentino. I can see that. Usually I can't see it because the things start flying by. But every Sunday night, 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central, and 11:30 on the East Coast. Life with Peter G. You can call in and bitch about anything that you want to bitch about. You hate your job or you're having trouble with this or that. I'm going to let you let it out. Today is Father's Day. We're talking about Father's Day stuff because what the hell? It's seems like the thing to do. Now I'm going to have somebody else bitching about that he can't get on, but I'm not answering right now because I'm busy with you, and that's good. But anyway, when are you going to come visit and be on the show?
Sir, I don't know. I'm just calling to wish you a happy Father's Day and all the other fathers out there. And, peace and love and all that good stuff. I know you're busy.
I'm busy, but this show blows. It blows by in no time.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
I should be out there on the left coast soon. I don't know.
Soon.
After the summertime.
Well, just give me a heads up so that way the boys can make sure that we fit you in. I'm sure people are dying to see you.
They're dying, all right.
Yeah, it's a venting talk show.
Like me.
Yes,
like me.
That's right. Yeah. Like aged meat.
But no, seriously though. Happy Father's Day, Peter, and much love from this side, and to all your listeners, and keep up the good work, man.
I will.
I love you, man.
Thank you. I love you too. All right, you take care, ladies and gentlemen. That was Pepsi, and next, here comes the circus.
Yeah, it's a venting talk.
All right, if you don't. This time, if you don't turn that shit down, I'm going to have to hang up on you because it's too confusing for my callers. What's up, dude? Oh, he hangs up on me. I'm telling you. Ugh. Can't win. Ladies and gentlemen, if you decide to call into this show, I don't have phone screeners. You have to turn your phone, your laptop, your iPad, you have to turn it down or it comes, there's a delay. And I'm not going to go through this, and he's going to drive me nuts, but let's try it again.
This time, if you don't turn that shit down, I'm going to have to hang up on you.
There you go. You got that?
Oh, he hangs up on me.
Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Groucho.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Call into this show.
I'm all right. Why are we not live on the fucking
here we go.
screen here?
Oh, my God. Groucho, get it in your head. You cannot be live in two places. See? Turn that down, please.
Turn what down?
Turn down the show. You got to turn that down. You're screwing up my people.
What's up with Pepsi, dude?
Okay, what do you mean what's up with them? Yeah, same thing.
Next time he says that, tell him it's easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's Bourbon Sunday. It's Bourbon Sunday, bro.
I'm just kind of surprised you knew it was him.
Of course I do. I
remember hanging out with you and him years ago, and I never remembered him sounding like that.
Well, it's Bourbon Sunday.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It sounds like fucking heroin Sunday.
Well, no. He cut that out a long time ago.
Hey, I just had a shot of bourbon. Do I sound like he did?
No, but you'll get there, I'm sure. Keep practicing.
Okay, I've had bourbon, and it's Sunday.
Yes.
And I like to think I didn't sound like anybody.
Well, that was only the first few seconds. He was doing that on purpose.
Really?
Yeah, I'd wish you a happy Father's Day, but I'm not sure if you know. Happy Father's Day.
You know, I tuned into your show like about 3 minutes ago, and you're talking about marrying that whatever. I warned you, you motherfucker.
Don't get me in court again. Let's drop that.
I warned you.
Listen, you know what I want you to do for me? Tell me the story that you told about your father.
I left you a message when she tried to run you over in front of your fucking... What?
Hang on. All right. I want you to tell a story about...
Wait.
No.
That's what I was going to say?
No. I can't go there. I'm done going to court, okay? I'm done going to court.
I got to say, because none of your listeners know that this happened.
No, we can do without. I'm telling you, I had to draw the line to keep myself out of court again. So we can talk about it later. I talk about stuff, but I leave her out now.
Your listeners need to know this.
No. There we go. Now I
think they do.
No, I think they don't.
And if your listeners are listening, I think they want to know.
I know, but the thing is, my listeners don't pay my attorney fees, okay? So
listeners that want to know what I'm about to say, that Peter won't let me say,
I'm going to
call me 747-207-528.
Listen, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell the story. The story I never forgot. You told me about your father during the winter once and the snow around the car, and he had to dig out the car to get it out.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Back in New York, mid-'60s, Dad had a 67 Ford Galaxy, brand new car, his first brand new car that I remember, and we're going somewhere. I don't know, visit fucking Grandpa or whatever the hell we're fucking going. So it's him in the driver's seat, obviously, my mom sitting shotgun, me and my sister in the back seat. Get in the car, start up, warm it up, blah, 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 put it in gear, zoom, 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 car don't move. God damn it! Throws it in park, shuts it off, gets out, and it's snowing, so the snow is up like 3 feet or whatever against the car. So, God damn it, shuts it off, puts it in park, whatever, gets out, opens the trunk, gets a shovel out, which is normal to have a shovel in the trunk of your car, in the winters in New York. Shoveling, throws a shovel back in the trunk, shuts the trunk, gets in the car, starts up pushing gear. Zoom, 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 nothing. God damn it. I'm kind of laughing. You know, I'm a kid.
How old were you?
You laugh at shit like that.
How old are you back then?
13, I think.
Okay.
12, 13. 12, I think. Yeah, 67, 12.
Okay.
So I'm kind of laughing at myself a little bit, smiling, whatever the fuck. And so he gets out, you know, shuts it off, puts it in park, gets out, opens the trunk, gets a shovel, throws a shovel in the trunk of the car, shuts the trunk, gets back in the car, starts up, puts in gear, zoom, 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 nothing. God damn it! Puts it in park, fucking gets back out, opens the trunk again, gets a fucking shovel out, shovel, thump. God damn it, from outside the car. He's not even saying God damn it. And I hear the stuff, God damn it. He gets back in the car, he says, sons of a bitch, motherfucker. Somebody fucking jacked up the car in the middle of the night before it snowed and stole my snow tires. And he hit the milk crates that the thieves left the car sitting on with the shovel. And so there's no rims and tires against the milk crate. He's telling my mom this. I'm crying. I'm fucking hysterical in the backseat laugh. It's so fucking fun. He leans back and cracks me in the forehead with a back knuckle. I still can't stop laughing. I'm sorry. This shit's fucking funny.
No, I remember that story.
So that's the story. And I'll take that shit to my fucking grave. I don't care if he cracked me 100 times. It's still fucking funnier and shit.
Mm. Now,
God damn it!
There you go. Now you know.
And then he morphed some 20 years later into Filthy McNasty. God damn it! It's a fucking homo van.
That's wonderful. So there was your father. I mean, because today's Father's Day. I don't know. I'm sure you know that, but.
So yeah. So I'm going to hang up in a second, but going back to your van.
Yes.
Do you remember me and you standing outside my apartment on Blix, I think it was, around the corner from your apartment on Cahuenga, and somebody's coming down my street close to the parked cars. Me and you jump out of the way, and the guy clips your fucking driver's side mirror.
Faintly.
You don't remember that?
Well, we had a lot of.
I thought it was pretty fucking nuts that me and you jumped out of the way just in time.
I don't remember jumping out of the way. I now that you say something like that, maybe it'll come to me in time. I mean, we killed a lot of brain cells.
Okay, do you remember my apartment around the corner
absolutely.
from you where I live with Brennan?
Absolutely.
Okay, me and you were hanging around a lot back then.
Yes, we did.
And you came pick me up in that. Was it a Ford van?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Aerostar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my nonchalant vehicle.
And it's like I said, I don't know why. Maybe we're outside just hanging out bullshit and wait for Brennan to come down.
I don't remember being. Again, I'll have to think about that
but
stuff.
We're outside the van.
Yeah.
We're outside the van in the street, and this car comes down the street looking like it's a little close, and it apparently was.
Apparently very close.
Ran around. What's that?
Apparently very close the way you're telling me.
Well, I think me and you ran around the front of the van just in time this fucking moron hit your side of your mirror. We're like, holy shit.
It'll probably come to me now that you're telling me this, but, you know, we killed a lot of brain cells back then. and we didn't go to jail either. We're good.
I know. Crazy, right?
Professional.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Remember the shit we did outside of fucking Now Voyager, too? That was,
even funnier. I don't want to go. Let's not incriminate ourselves. We're good. But I'd wish you a happy Father's Day. But wish your mother a happy Father's Day for me, because I know she pulled a weight, had to do a lot of that. Yeah, you know, your mother has been around to be everything for you, and I know that's a big deal. So.
Pretty much, yeah. You're right. Okay, on that level, yeah.
Yeah.
Just saw a few hours ago. We have an early Sunday dinner together. Me, her, and my sister.
We're at Ma's.
At Mom's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's our thing.
Hey, Mom.
And in New York, it kind of started like that. In New York, it was like our big Italian family. We'd sleep in on Sunday.
Yeah. Ugh.
And have breakfast around 10 or 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then an early dinner, 3, 4, 4:30ish. No lunch on Sunday for us.
Uh-huh.
And kind of carry that on to here in California. So, yeah. Okay. So we have dinner at my mom's around 4 on Sunday.
Well, what'd you eat tonight? What'd you eat tonight? Did you eat yet?
Well, you ever heard somebody say that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my really traditional Italian mama
Yeah.
made tacos today.
Rightfully so.
Hey,
Italian tacos.
Hey, when in SoCal, do what the Mexicans do.
That's right. Italian tacos. All right. Italian.
Shove it in taco.
All right. Listen, if I forget, give me a buzz tomorrow. I got to talk to you about something we talked about really briefly this week, and I've been so busy I haven't been able to get to you. But I'm around tomorrow.
About almost getting run over in front of your apartment?
No, motorhome.
Oh,
Can't talk right now. Nobody wants to hear. Nobody wants to hear this shit. Okay.
Hey, do people rate your show after the fact?
Yeah, I get many thumbs down. No, I don't think.
No.
They rate. No, I don't know what.
Hey.
What?
Hey,
they
give me a thumbs down. They're gonna have to answer my cousin Guido in Brooklyn.
There you go.
Motherfuckers.
Easy.
Oh, not allowed that?
Well, I tried not to drop the F-bombs as much, but every once in a
Really?
while. Well, I mean, look, there's some people.
You might think twice about answering the phone when it's me calling.
I know that, but then I got to hear you about me not answering the phone. So it's like, again, there's
True.
It's the yin and the yang. Well, but we're going to get it down to when I do speak to you, we're going to have specific shit to bitch about, and
hey, you make a good pernt.
A good what? A good point. Yeah,
Pernt.
I do.
That's Brooklyn slang, pernt.
I just try to keep it, I even get upset times, and sometimes it takes that color in language to get the point, to really...
Okay, on a lighter note,
yes.
When you're in North Hollywood, do you ever visit the scene of the crime?
No. I'm busy. I'm usually flying by it. You know what I mean? Like I was out in
I'm talking about where you met her.
Listen, no. Listen. Stop. I can't. Just stop. Oh, my God. Give me a break.
Groucho, I think I love this one.
No, I didn't say that.
Peter, don't do it.
All right, yeah. All right.
I can't help it.
Hey, I think there's a bad phone signal. I really do. You're starting to break up.
Hey,
what?
I'm not on a cell. You're not on a cell. So bullshit.
Yeah, really? No, I think you're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Hey,
yep.
Is this thing working?
Whoa, see? I think you're fading in it. What?
Huh?
See what I mean? Folks, sorry for the bad phone line. It must be the guys, the bad wiring. Okay.
So, back to that. I wonder what goes on in that building today, 20-some-odd years after the fact.
I don't know. Nobody wants to hear
Remember,
about
it was an industrial neighborhood. Remember that?
Yes, I do. But we
can
go down memory lane when everybody else is not so bored listening to our old school. You know what I mean? It's not,
wait a minute.
You got to remember that this conversation.
Wait a minute.
Oh boy,
I've heard some of your callers. If they're bored over me, I'm going to drop an F-bomb real quick now.
All right. Look.
God damn it!
Oh boy, here we go. Listen, I got stuff to get to. The show's only an hour. We got 17 more minutes, and I want to talk to you tomorrow. Though, don't forget, if I don't call you, just buzz me or text me or something because I need to speak to you. All right.
All right.
Well, appreciate I appreciate you turning the other part of the show down so that way we can actually have a conversation and everybody can hear you properly this time. I appreciate it. I do.
But if somebody wants to complain about this conversation,
yes,
and do a thumbs down, Guido.
Okay.
Coming from Brooklyn to visit you.
Okay. But
or I will set that sumbitch up with your ex.
Whatever. Whatever.
Oh,
I gotta go now. Look at that.
I bet.
yeah, you're damn right.
All right, man.
Hey, did I tell you that tonight was brought to you by Bolt Energy?
What?
Tonight's Life of Peter G show was brought to you by Bolt Energy. Electrify your senses.
Did I tell you I talked to Bill this morning?
No. Oh, I forgot. He had a party. Oh, he's got a party coming up. Shit.
A barbecue.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. I can't talk. This is like, hey, you know what? We can talk what?
Listen, I don't know some of the people he knows. Yeah. I did that kind of parted ways.
Yes.
If you do go to his barbecue, I will go to meet you there.
I figured that, but I don't know if I can make it. I got
I'm just saying, if it hasn't already passed, and it's in the future, and you do go, I will go to hang out with you because some of his friends I don't know, and some of his friends I want to choke to death.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are talking again. That's all I can tell you.
Well, we have been for about a year and a half now.
Again, I didn't get the memo. Let's all just peace and
what's
love. Peace and love.
Dude.
Life is short. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Yes. Anyway. Okay.
Dude, where's my car, dude?
Yes. Okay. We'll pick this up.
Oh, wait, that's Johnny.
Oh, my God. Have another shot and kick back and catch the last 15 minutes. How about that?
What channel's it on?
$9.99.
99999.
Oh boy, easy boy. Gosh, calm down.
Hey, that's only one shot, but I still sound more legible than fucking
Pepsi.
Pepsi Cola.
No, Pepsi was playing around. He was doing that on purpose.
He did very well.
He does. He practices. You know, I mean,
oh boy,
I've had Pepsi. Pepsi's been on my show quite frequently. You know, you probably didn't pay attention back then, but he's been on my show.
I've only tuned into your show maybe 3 times, only for a few minutes at a time.
Pepsi is like my Ed McMahon. No, these were pre-recorded shows. These were shows that were done multi-camera and all that kind of stuff. When I was talking about this serious end of divorce and single parenting and surviving it. But I want to get him back on now that I'm doing the live thing. But he lives in Houston now, so it's a bit difficult. When he flies in, though, I definitely.
How did he end up there?
That's where he came from.
Ah, Boomerang. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow too.
Hey, I came from New York and I ain't going back.
I know. Well, there were circumstances, but again, not necessary to get into. But
circumstances. Wow, you have an acute sense for the obvious.
Yes.
Nothing gets by you.
I'm a cunning linguist.
Remember that girl at now Voyager?
Oh boy, yeah, Connie Lingus.
Johnny ended up going out with her, dude.
Oh boy, hey, I got James from Culver City. Oh, he just hung up.
And she was married.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Listen, we can't talk about that stuff because nobody understands it but us. Hey, Pete.
That's good shit, though. Are you kidding me?
To you, it is because you lived it. I don't think anybody gives a shit about it here. But if there's anything you want to get off your chest, please feel free.
Okay, but we could share with your listeners and let them judge if they're interested or not.
If they're okay, I'll give you. You got 2 minutes.
Food for thought. You think about that.
I will. Let's talk about it tomorrow.
I've heard your other callers, fucker. They'd be interested in this shit.
Okay, well then.
I'm sorry, that was an F-bomb.
Well, I know, but that, you know. Yeah, that was. But again, you know,
now,
moderation.
What was that sponsor that dropped you because of my F-bombs?
No, nobody dropped me yet, but they're probably thinking about it.
Yeah, what was that sponsor that's going to drop you because of my F-bombs?
Oh, you mean Bolt Energy? Electrify your senses?
Yeah, that's it.
No, I don't know. Well, I'll find out tomorrow on tomorrow's call.
Hey, well, I'm glad you got to talk to me tonight.
So am I, and we actually are making somewhat of a sense too, because a couple of weeks ago was Deluniverse.
You know, I just got off the phone with Pepsi that night.
You got off the phone with Pepsi that night. Oh, and so you caught it.
I had just got off the phone with Pepsi that night.
Well, Pepsi would have.
And I was still helping them practice.
It wasn't about that. It was that you would not turn down the show that you were watching the show, and there's like an 8 or 10 second delay, and you were listening to me on the phone, and you're listening to you on the show, and it was just chaos. And I couldn't get you to stop doing that, but I'm glad you did it today. See, I don't have a phone screener. I just answer blindly, and whatever happens, happens. But it was chaotic for the listeners because it was.
But it was okay for me and you.
Well, it wasn't okay for me. I just gave you the time because I just.
Okay, it was okay for me then.
Yes, apparently it was. You said,
I can live with that.
Yeah, you said you had it coming out of both ends, and I am total agreement.
No, that was when I had food poisoning 3 years ago.
They even featured you on like 2 or 3 days of clips with that chaos last week. I think it was, or 2 weeks ago. When they cut the clips for the show, because during the week we do 1 minute clips.
So I did good then.
If you want to call it that, sure.
You said they featured me 2 or 3 times that week. That's not good?
Well, yeah, it's good because it was just chaos, and who doesn't like a train wreck?
I rest my case.
I rest my case too. That worked. It'll work.
Okay then.
All right. Look, I'm gonna go because now
Let me know how many times they feature this week.
Again, we'll talk about that this week. I think we're taking a little bit of a clip break this week, but we'll see what happens.
And who do you think your sponsor will be in the future when your current sponsor drops you because of my F-bombs?
That's a good question. That's really. I don't think they're not going to drop me for the F-bombs. I just want to use
They're
them.
going to give you a raise because of my F-bombs.
I want to use
it's not the F-bombs, it's how they were timed.
I want to use F-bombs tastefully. You know what I mean? Just not every other sentence. So, once in a while they got to come out.
Whoa. You saying my F-bombs weren't tasteful?
Well,
I take that offensively.
Yes, I know. Defensively.
I thought we were his friends.
We are.
Pump the brakes,
Listen.
Pump the brakes.
All right. So have another shot. Sit back, catch the last 10 minutes of this show, or when it's over, you can watch the whole thing all over again at your fingertips. Because it regurgitates through Facebook. You can watch it all over again. I have to.
Regurgitates. That's a good word.
Yes, nothing like regurgitating. I gotta go. Okay?
So how many minutes left now?
Your time is up. You put another 50 cents in.
No. You said there's 17 minutes left. How long ago was that?
There isn't. There's actually 10 minutes left. So you've managed to linger on, kind of like the flu.
Not bad. Not bad.
All right.
Take that as a win.
Okay, I knew. And there's a bunch of smiley faces going on. Somebody's popping off some smiley faces. So maybe you're, not half bad. But let's. I gotta go now. I don't know what I'm doing these last 10 minutes, but I know I gotta do something. How's that?
Hey, you take care.
All right, tomorrow. I'm telling you, I want to talk to you tomorrow. Okay, privately.
Hey, and the barbecue bills, keep me in the loop on that.
We will talk about that tomorrow. How's that?
Exactly what I asked for.
All right. Peace out. All right.
All right.
Later.
All right.
Later. Whew. I start sweating it when he calls. I don't know what's going to happen because the problem I have, that was Groucho, ladies and gentlemen. Groucho's going to, I want to feature him once in a while on bitching because he can find something to bitch about. We haven't really gone there, but back in January when I started this show, I wanted him to because he's on Facebook and he bitches about something. And I wanted to do Groucho's weekly Facebook bitch. I wanted him to come on the show for about 5-6 minutes and bitch about something he saw weekly on Facebook. Because this is a Facebook show, and we never got that far. He wasn't interested, and I said, look, I'm not going to beg you, but now I think he's starting to see the light, but we still have to dial him in and get him to do a bitch and not just talk to me and start bringing up my ex-wife and all that. See, the problem is with Groucho, sharpest tongue in the West, he was with me when I met my ex. And, now he can tell me. I blame him because I was out with him. But he starts letting loose, and, I'm done with courts and all that. And I don't, again, regardless of whatever happened, shit happens. I survived it. We all have our flaws, but it is what it is. And I don't want to, I'm done with courts. I'm done with everything. That's past. I talk about situations because they're important for you, because they're scenarios that I promise you will be happening with you in the future, or have been happening, and you think it's just you, but we can talk about all that kind of stuff. I can talk about, dealing with your children or dealing with your ex and stuff like that. I just don't want to talk about her because I was advised not to. How's that? It's just too expensive. It's too friggin' expensive, and I don't even want to give her the limelight. Again, she's my daughter's mother, and that's that. And I married her, and that's that. And we're divorced, and that's that. Hey, share watch party, please. I encourage you through the week, even when you watch this afterwards, you can hit the share button, and then it says, so-and-so is watching Life with Peter G, the Peter G Show, and it says start a watch party, and do it. We're going to feature this show twice a week, rebroadcast, because we're finding out people need to see this stuff. Need to see this stuff, later at different times of the day. So we're going to do it, I think, on Wednesdays and Fridays, right after work, like early, mid-afternoon, late, early evening, to where some people can watch it when they didn't get to watch it. And we're going to start the watch parties. So that way we can share it with everybody, because that's the way to do it. It's almost time to get out of here. I got a few more minutes left. Father's Day. I didn't speak to anybody except Groucho and the messenger, a.k.a. James from Culver City, my dark side, and Pepsi. But I was hoping to hear from you, the strangers, and I still get a ton of people saying Peter, I want to watch your show, but I'm too. Let me give you one more bitch of the day before I leave. Again, I'm still getting people saying, Peter, I don't want to call. I don't want people knowing my business. All week long, all I catch on Facebook is people sharing their business. That's all you do. Everybody. Pray for so-and-so. He's going through. Prayers needed. And I'm into it. I get it. Because you feel the importance of wanting to share it because it's important to you. Well, of course it's important to you. And that's why I'm telling you, if it's important to you, you'll tell it live. Nobody knows who the hell you are anyway. But when you share it on Facebook, your name is right there. It's so-and-so is, I don't get it. So what's the difference? You're typing and, okay, last call. Yes, sir.
That's right. The darkness.
Yes.
The darker half.
Yes. What's you still
That's
you still got something eating at you? I got a couple of minutes, but that's it.
Oh, nothing's really eating at me. Just remind you of got a Father's Day story for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Clean?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. We don't
My
need
dad and I had a strange relationship growing up. As you can imagine just by talking to me that there's definitely some
shit wrong with you. Yes. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So my dad had seen at the time somewhere in the neighborhood of over 10,000 X-rated movies.
Watched?
So he found out. Watched. Yeah, I mean, we're talking the old videotapes.
Okay.
Go up to the video store. I mean,
Okay.
he kept a dot matrix printer where he'd catalog them all. So because he'd seen so many, he'd sometimes rent the same movie twice.
Okay.
So I'm sure that didn't scar me at all. Okay, so he finds out that my friend, my good friend up the street, has a stack of Playboys.
How does he find that out?
Oh, just talking.
Okay.
He's like me. He likes to talk.
Okay.
Or I'm like him. I like
Okay.
to talk. So I borrow the magazines from my friend.
Mm-hmm.
My dad takes them, looks at them, and things were kind of estranged from us. We're getting in that fu kind of relationship. Being a teenage boy and all that. So he brings them into my room one night, and what?
Oops, that's me. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so he brings them into my room one night, and he says, "Here, take these back to your friend." And I go, "You do it." He throws them at me, tackles me onto my bed, starts throwing haymakers at me, hitting me, and I'm just trying to hold on to him like, hey, what are you doing? Because I'm totally surprised my dad would actually go fisticuffs on me. My oldest brother walks in the room and goes, "Jamie, stop hitting your father."
Yeah.
So it's just like,
So
but what do? It's your father. You love him, you hate him.
so
but
you guys were fighting over Playboy magazines.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the whole point of the story is that even though your fathers and mothers make mistakes, they're still your parents, and you still gotta love them because that's what we were told to do. And that's my Father's Day story for your show. So happy Father's Day, everybody. Have a good night.
Okay.
James from Culver City, the messenger.
The messenger. Thanks, James from Culver City. We'll talk to you soon. I'm sure.
Bye.
All right. Good night. All right, friends. So what did we learn from that story? Don't fight with your father over Playboy magazines, okay? Just let him have them. I don't know. And tonight I said, well, I'm going to... Long night. It was a great day today, Father's Day. I'm almost out of here. I had a great day with my daughter. I hope you guys have great occasions with your children, not only Father's Day, Mother's Day. I mean, every day needs to be, because life is short. You never know what's going to happen. There's many people that leave their houses every day and never make it back home for one reason or another. I mean, that's just life, and that's the sucky part of life. Don't have regrets. I know it's easier said than done, but it's true. And I'm very, I have some. We all do, I think. But being that I do this show, I share things with you. I want you to share things with me every Sunday night. Sunday, 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central, and 11:30 on the East Coast. Life of Peter G, The Peter G Show. I'm going to be right here on Facebook Live. And actually, I think we're getting ready to do LinkedIn Live, too. It's going to somehow connect because they're starting to fire that up. We're on many different pages. You can watch it later. You can watch it on demand on Facebook if you just go to my page, The Peter G Show. Share it with your friends. Hit the share, hit the watch party, because you have no idea how many people may need to understand that they can talk to somebody when they have nobody to talk to. And that's right here at 818-259-7983. today we talked somewhat about Father's Day. My father passed away a few months ago at 92 years old, and you say, wow, that's pretty good, but it doesn't matter how old they are, you're still going to miss them. I mean, I loved my parents very much. Some people don't have those relationships, and I feel for you because that's out of the norm. But I was fortunate, no matter what kind of arguments we had or whatever, at the end of the day, those were my parents, and I was their son, and I love and miss them. And even arguing with them, it's just the way it is. You can't take it back once it's over. But speaking of over, so is this show. See you guys next Sunday. Right, boys? And I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in, and please, please, please share. If you give anything of a shit about me and this show, or for you, you'll do me a favor. Come on back and share. Sharing is how I'm doing this, okay? It's a big deal because, it's just referrals. I mean, it's just like anything else. When I was doing music, I didn't get gigs from having a resume. I got gigs from somebody saying, hey, so-and-so's okay. He's not half bad. You should use him. And here we are, all right? Next Sunday, looking forward to it. This was show number 23 of the year and Father's Day. And I'll be in Florida in a few more weeks, and we're going to be there for almost a month. I got things to do over there, and I'll be having to do my shows from over there, and they'll send me with the stuff again, and Lord knows what's going to happen, but we'll do it. But I got a couple of more shows here in an undisclosed location in Burbank, California. And I love you guys. I love you for putting up, sharing, listening, but I want you to participate. That's the whole purpose of it, all right? Pretty primitive and streamlined, but it's to the point. Get it off your chest. Somebody may be needing to hear a story just like the one you want to tell, except for some of my crazy friends who are kind enough to call in and share their warped minds. You get what you pay for. What can I say? All right. That's it. Ready, guys? Oh, and we ran a minute over, but I'm getting better. Getting better. All right. See you guys next Sunday, all right? Love you. Peace out.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Peter G Show.